What's going on, fam? Angus Beef here. Thanks for just stopping by to click on the video. We've got some sick real talk fire. Store for you today, and I want to talk today about basically being aware, or beware, be aware of anything that ignites for you food obsession, or basically tension in your mind and mental state when it comes to food. So in terms of this, what I mean is that, like, if you find that like losing weight, right, at the end of the day, it's a means of calories in versus calories out, but there's a lot of different ways that you can achieve that. And a lot of the conventional ways in terms of things that people put themselves through in an attempt to try and achieve that, you'll often find causes them to derail and to fall off the wagon. And why this happens, usually more often than not, is because, well, the restrictive means associated is just too hard to stick to, right? But what you'll also find is that while the person was trying to stick to whatever it was, there would have been a degree of basically tension or kind of just like struggle street or fear or anxiety associated to food while they were trying to actually make it happen, right? So this is why, say for example, whenever I'm working with someone, like based on what I've learned about them in terms of screening them and having a bit of a chat with them prior to starting with me, I'm kind of picking up in terms of different patterns and trends and insights into their backstory and what they've gone through to try and identify what tool I think is going to be best to be able to utilize when I actually start working with them. So example being, you might find that you're someone who, like, you might have tried fasting, right? Now, if someone who has a previously, or like still going shit relationship with food and they try and dabble with fasting, right? What you're gonna find is that when they are experiencing their fasting window, right? They will more than likely be fixating around food a lot. And then when it comes to their feeding window, however long it is, what I often find is that that's where food obsession comes in. And the person really struggles to be able to stick to their allotted calories within that feeding window, and it can end up basically having like a big binge session, right? Or let's say, for example, that you're someone where you tracking food choices in MyFitnessPal is something that ignites like obsession and fear and anxiety around food because you just can't handle looking at the numbers. Or then, you know, a meal plan might be suited for you, for example, one that's flexible and based on your preferences. Or let's say that you're someone who stresses out when you're on a meal plan because you just can't handle elements of rigidity and structure, so therefore you might need as much flexibility as possible. Like, do you see what I mean? And this is why it can be really hard pursuing your goals when you're walking the old solo squad train, because you're then in a situation where you're trying to have to figure out what tool and approach is going to be best for you, and this often results in years of trial and error, often not really ever getting anywhere, and you getting on board too many tools that weren't actually suited for you. So do me a favor, if you can relate to this, let us know, and let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. I'd love to hear what tools you've tried, or if any particular things have triggered this this anxiety or fear around food in terms of your attempts to try and improve your health and your aesthetics. Because I definitely know that in the past, there were certain things that I tried that caused me to freak the fuck out when it came to food and just obsess over it relentlessly and feel like I was at the mercy of it, and then have these inquenchable, is that the word, where it's just like I felt like I couldn't stop eating when it came to a feeding window or when it came to having a free meal or cheat meal, these sort of things. Like, you see what I mean? So let us know your experience around it below. I'd love to hear. And if you're someone who feels that you're not having too many wins when it comes to trying to find the right tool for you, and you feel that getting professional help could be a good step forward, hey, get in touch, slide into my DMs, maybe I can help you out. Otherwise, if you found this valuable, just give it a like, share it with someone who you think could value, and thanks for watching.